This episode of Other People's Airplanes is supported by Flying Fish Aircraft Parts. In this episode of Other People's Airplanes Hangar Chats, we discuss some upcoming events. Welcome to Other People's Airplanes, a show where we bring you into the cockpit and along for the ride whenever we do awesome aviation-related stuff. I'm your host, David Allen. Today's episode is all about some of our upcoming event coverage, but before we get to that, I've got a little exciting news for you. Now, when we started Other People's Airplanes, we needed a logo. Now, some of you may know that I'm not a very creative person, but I'm a Jedi master at copy and paste. If I see something that works for someone else, I don't see any reason to reinvent the wheel. Of course, here is our current logo, and many of you have noticed the resemblance to another aviation podcaster and new media producer, Steve Tupper, and his Airspeed podcast. I confirm now that I totally copied the style of that logo, with permission, of course, when I was creating the logo for Other People's Airplanes. Unfortunately, I think we've pretty much grown out of our existing logo, and it's time to put our big boy pants on as we grow. And we are growing. Since I am not the only face you see on the show these days, it's time to mothball this old faithful bird. Now, several friends of the show submitted proposals for a new logo, and we are forever grateful for your contributions. Ultimately, we chose one that came from Todd Middlebrooks. By his own admission, Todd dabbles in design, and we wanted something simple that would look great on a t-shirt, business card, challenge coin, vertical stabilizer, or lower third. And here is what he came up with. Bam! Oh yeah, you know that's right. Here, have a closer look. Yeah, it's yummy, I know. Easy there, no need to lick your screens. The new logo will be getting plenty of play in future episodes. In fact, I think it's time to debut the new Hangar Chats title sequence. How about them apples? So there you go, new logo, title sequence, and fresh content, all because we love you. Cyber hug. Spring is here, and with it comes a whole bunch of aviation events. I recently attended the Tycho Warbird Air Show presented by the Valiant Air Command on Florida's Space Coast. Tycho was lucky enough to score the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds this year. Unfortunately, governmental budget cuts have caused the Thunderbirds to cancel all performances after April 1st, so Tycho had the unique privilege of hosting the team for the final air show of the 2013 season. While attending the show, I shot a whole bunch of video which I'll be turning into an episode shortly after Sun and Fun. And speaking of Sun and Fun, I will again be bringing you all along for the ride during the annual International Fly-In and Expo. Of course, Sun and Fun hosts a number of activities year-round, but the Fly-In is the one most closely associated with the Sun and Fun organization. As usual, I will be volunteering with Sun and Fun Radio, as well as producing daily episodes of Other People's Airplanes from the grounds in Lakeland, Florida. For my time at the radio station, I'll be teaming up with Howie Marlin of the Flying Musicians Association to produce an almost daily morning show. We are planning to be live from 7 to 9 a.m. and you can listen to us live Wednesday through Sunday mornings by going to liveatc.net/snf or by using the Live ATC iPhone or Android apps. Simply search for KLAL and then look for the Sun and Fun radio channel. As for other people's airplanes, we're gonna change things up a bit and try to bring you something a little more based on news and happenings at Sun and Fun. You will be able to watch all of these episodes just like any other episode by subscribing in iTunes or YouTube or heading over to the website. If bandwidth permits, we may also attempt to stream these episodes live over the internet. Be sure to follow me on Twitter or like the Other People's Airplanes Facebook page to receive updates on the live streaming. Now, if you happen to be attending Sun and Fun, we would love to see you at the Social Media Social, hosted by Sun and Fun Radio and Open Airplane. The event will be Thursday night after the Daily Air Show. Come hang out at the radio station and enjoy some good friends and good fellowship. Now, for the whole week, be sure to use the hashtag SNF13 to keep track of tweets, posts, and photos coming out of the big event. After Sun and Fun, I will be attending the Valkyria Air Fest. Organizers chose to push back the annual event this year, hoping to ride the shirt tails of Sun and Fun. So if you are anywhere on Florida's Space Coast on Saturday, April 20th, be sure to pop over to X-Ray 29er for the event. Patty Wagstaff, Mark Sorensen, Gene McNeely, the Aeroshell team, and John Black, to name a few, will be performing aerobatic magic for the audience. Of course, you can expect some Other People's Airplanes coverage for that event as well. I'm still not exactly sure what I will be doing for the Airfest, but rest assured I will immerse you in some sort of aviation immersiveness, if that is even a word. Sponsor. It's been said that the space shuttle is comprised of 1 million moving parts, all built by the lowest bidder. While I don't necessarily believe that is true, it's no secret that flying machines are, well, machines made up of a whole bunch of smaller components. Together, these components allow aviators to perform magic in the sky. And when those parts need to be replaced, Flying Fish Aircraft Parts is there to help. From consumables to avionics to airframe components, Flying Fish Aircraft Parts probably has the perfect solution for you. Every component is individually tested and inspected, and their in-house avionics workshop ensures that you only receive the highest quality used aircraft parts for your baby. Flying Fish Aircraft Parts' entire inventory is available online with new shipments arriving daily. They are happy to ship high-quality parts and supplies right to your aircraft hangar. The team at Flying Fish Aircraft Parts will be on site for the 2013 Sun and Fun International Fly-In and Expo, so be sure to stop in at booth A25 to say hi and maybe tell them I sent you. For all your avionics, consumables, and airframe needs, remember Flying Fish Aircraft Parts. So that's it for this episode of Other People's Airplanes Hangar Chats. Again, huge thanks to Todd Middlebrooks for designing our new logo and to all of you who submitted designs and ideas. We are super grateful for all the love you guys show us. I hope you enjoy all of the Sun and Fun coverage coming up next week. Be sure to connect with us on Twitter and Facebook. See you soon. Many of you have noticed the resemblance to another aviation podcaster and new media producer, Steve Tupper, and his I don't believe I messed that up. I was doing so good. I haven't messed that up the whole day. Finally, I go live, and I have to screw it up. Ugh.